What is happening, everybody? I'm Jack McAdoo, and I have a podcast. Yes, I do have a podcast. How are you guys doing today? This is Jack McAdoo. I hope that you are doing well and everything in your life is going fantastic. Look, I always talk about motivating you and how you can change up your life no matter what is happening. You know, I talk about health, wellness, spirituality, and, you know, kind of whatever is the flavor of the day. But you can change up anything. And I wanted to come on today and basically talk about yourself, that you don't have to do the same things as someone else is doing to achieve your goals. Look, when you're in the gym and you're working out, someone has a routine. You need to find your own routine, your diet, your eating lifestyle. You don't have to do what someone else is doing. Adapt it to yourself. Because you like certain foods and they like certain foods, and you want to incorporate certain drinks and things like that into your eating lifestyle. That's up to you. Some people wake up at 4 a.m. If you need to wake up at 7 to do what you need to do, then that's what you do. You don't need to listen to someone that says, I get up at 3. You know, myself, I get up at 4. It's not, good for everybody else. It's good for some people. But some people will tell you, well, I get up at 3. You should be getting up at 3. And then a lot of people will talk about, you'll hear this noise that, if you got to hustle and grind, you need to be up at 5 a.m., the 5 a.m. club. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? It's just, do you. Do what suits you. I'm not talking about be lazy and get up at, I'm going to get up at 7, 8 o'clock. But at the same time, again, if that's you, that's what you're going to do. But you have to develop this mindset that whatever goal that you want to attain, whatever you want to manifest in your life, you have to work at it at your own pace, but you have to set certain things for yourself. If you like to get up at 7, then get up at 7 and jump into your goals. I'm not talking about being lazy and, I'll put that off to the side because that's how I am right now. There are some changes that you need to make for yourself. You need to get rid of some old bad habits, some old bad people, and you need to learn new things, study new things, and surround yourself with new things and everything that's positive. You need to block out all the negativity in your life, and you can do that. Negativity can surround you all day long, but it's up to you to learn how to deflect it, to get rid of it. And it's just by being you and knowing what you want and knowing what your desires are and how to go after it. And look, stuff doesn't happen, immediately. Change is a process, and change could be anything. Change could be a trauma in your life. Change could be trying to get rid of an addiction. Change could be wanting to get out of a bad relationship, and change can be finding a good relationship. Change could be finding a fantastic entrepreneurial endeavor. Change doesn't always have to mean bad or coming from difficulty. You could be in a fantastic, amazing spot right now, an amazing space in your life, but you want it to be even better. And there's nothing wrong with that. Change. You can change negativity. You can increase positivity. And you can do this by making changes within yourself, manifesting these things, visualizing these things, and going after it. I've talked about manifestation for years because I know that it works for me. And I'm not talking about The Secret, because I've always said the secret to the secret was you got to do some work, to have the universe conspire to give you the things that you desire. You have to take the initial step. There is an action. The action becomes a reaction from the universe. It's there, but you have to set out to do certain things, towards your goal or towards your desires. And that's how manifestation works. But you can manifest anything in your life that you desire, but you got to put the change in and work towards it no matter what it is. You say you have a trauma. My life was filled with poker, being around poker, doing a poker show, being around professional poker athletes, and that's what they are. You try doing a session for 16 hours using your brain constantly. But some have gambling. And I'm not talking about tournament players. That's just, that's like bowling. I'm talking about the ones that lose $100, $1,000, $10,000. Like, damn, one more hand, one more event. Those are the people that need some help. Traumas, manifestation. You can change that. Everything takes time. Everything takes time. But what The Secret does is makes you believe, and this is my personal opinion on The Secret in general, is that if you just write things down and you stare at your board, that all this stuff is magically going to fall out of the sky. And that's not how it works. It works by actions and having faith in the outcome of your actions. I've always called it like the latte factor. There was someone that wrote about it years ago. But for me to describe what manifestation can be is something as simple as this. Say you want a new car and you just, you look at your budgets and your finances and everything, and it's, maybe $100 more than you can really afford a month, or $200 more than you can afford a month. But yet every day you like to go and get coffee, and you want everything in it, and you want the largest size. And this adds up to let's just say $250, $300 a month. Well, there you go, man. Make your own damn coffee for a little bit. You've just manifested the car that you desired because you just saved the money, and there is the money. That's a form of manifestation on the simplest terms. But everything that you desire just doesn't fall out of the sky. And I wish they would have said that. And again, it's my opinion. And that's what I believe. You can believe otherwise if you like. But if you want to manifest, there's things you have to change, and you have to work towards that dream, that desire, that goal. Work towards it. Put in effort towards it, and the universe will conspire to give it to you. And however you want to phrase the universe, as creator, as God, however, will conspire to give this to you. We're all made up of energy, man. That's a whole nother show that I will be getting into. But you can do things at your own pace, and you can change at your own pace. You can correct these traumas in your life. Most of everything that we have learned has been programmed in our subconscious mind. We operate like a robot, and all these things were programmed, I think, up into the first 7 years of our life. Everything we take in controls how we operate from then on. And this is demonstrated by driving a car and your mind is somewhere else, and then you get to your destination and wonder, how the hell did I get here? I don't remember anything about, the drive, except when I pulled out of the garage or the driveway, and now I'm here. Your subconscious mind was driving for you while your thoughts were somewhere else. But traumas happen during our life. We put ourselves in certain situations, and We can correct these things if we truly have the desire to fix them within ourselves. Traumas, like I said, alcoholism, trauma. Well, we are each the person that put the first glass to our mouth. We can't blame it on anyone else. A bad abusive relationship, traumas from that. Look, I don't blame anyone, male or female, for something like that. But you have the opportunity to leave. And I know there's fears. And I'll probably take flack for it, but there are fears, and there are cues to leave, and there were cues to get in. No matter what happens in our life, both good or bad, let me just put it this way. No matter what, good or bad, it's our fault. Good or bad. We made the decision to be there based on the information that we process to put ourselves, each individual, into a situation, good or bad. No matter how you want to look at it, we made the decision. Well, someone put a gun to our head. Well, you put yourself in the decision, in that situation, to have a gun pointed at your head. There is no blame. This isn't a blame conversation. That this isn't really what that is. At the same time, only if there was blame, it's on ourselves. But we can get out of any trauma, any situation that we put ourselves into. I don't sugarcoat shit. It is what it is. If you come to me and you want my coaching, then I'm going to tell you straight facts. That's why you would have come to me, and that's why you pay me, not to bullshit you, not to paint fairy tale pictures, but let's dig in. Let's get deep. Let's find out why this happened. Let's go back. Let's find the reason, and let's go from there and get it corrected. But we can each change. I have. Trust me, my life was never roses. Ever. 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 My life was a shit show from the time I was probably 4 years old. And I had no control of that up until age probably 7, I didn't have any control because I had the mother, father that was guiding me, that was shaping me, that was forming me. And their lives were, a shit show. And I am the product of it. And it took years of falling and years of trauma and years of putting myself into situations that weren't really good, and experience a lot of good things in life, a lot of bad things in life. And then one day, after a very bad event, it changed. I saw, and it finally clicked. No one told me. It just clicked. And if we could each find that click, we can fix it at our own pace. Like I said, you don't have to do what someone else does. We're so full of that. This globe is just, we're worried about what someone else does, yet not worried about how we need to do. Even our youth. Social media has destroyed them. I feel so bad for so many kids because of social media platforms. I don't look as good as them, and I get teased because of it. Or I look this good and I'm not getting the comments or the likes that I thought I was getting, or I'm not getting any at all. That destroys them. Everyone's an influencer. It cracks me up to see a 15-year-old influencer. What are you influencing me about? And I've always said it. You should never be influenced. You should be able to hear something and make a decision for your damn self. You're not going to influence me. I'm going to hear what you have to say. I'm going to look at what you want to show. But it's not influencing me. It might enhance my decision. you're not going to show me a protein powder, and just because you use it, you're going to influence me to use it. No, I made the decide right there and then to check it out, to look into it. But you encouraged me to do that and influence my decision, good or bad, against or for. And if it's something that I'm pretty knowledgeable in, like a protein powder or something like that, I'll know right off the bat if you're just full of shit, if you're just selling something because, you get a kickback for doing it. You're an affiliate or you're sponsored. Good for you. No, I mean that. Good for you. If you can get an endorsement or something, good for you. The only thing I hate about endorsements is when you bullshit it and you do it just for the cash. I myself try so hard to wear, a shirt or something with no branding. Because if you come to me as a brand and you want me to wear it, I want to know what it's made out of. Is it good on my skin? Does it feel good? Not just because you get paid. Because I can't come and it wouldn't be right for me to tell you, eat this, and it tastes like crap. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do that to you. Doesn't matter what it pays. I can't bullshit myself and then bullshit you. I do everything at my own pace, and you should too. Again, we're just too worried about how other people are doing what they do. Do it on your own pace. Drive at your own pace. Get the car that you can afford, not the one that looks good that you can't afford. Get the house that's right for you, not the one where you walk in and you barely can afford it. There's no furniture in it because you barely make the note. And when you say something, it echoes. I've seen it. I've been to friends' homes, not recently, but I remember walking into a friend of mine's house in L.A., big-ass house. He had no furniture. It's like, why? Because he can't afford it, because he could barely afford it was a condo, actually. He could barely afford it. Beautiful views of downtown L.A. Friend of mine in California bought a Ferrari. Went down to Huntington Beach Ferrari. There's a plug. And he bought a brand new Ferrari. His house didn't have anything in it because he had to make the note on the Ferrari. And he did it just to look good when he went to the club. Man, be you. Do what's right for you. I saw this thing the other day, and I was talking to someone about it. Speaking of social media, you see these memes. We all make them. I make them. People have different memes. But it was of this woman and she was showing a picture of this beautiful relationship, this man and this woman, just beautiful. The next picture showed, the woman and her girls and her crew inside the club partying. And then the next one was, just provocative as hell, in the next one. And then the next picture, it basically said, all these dudes, they just want to, have sex and other language, and do this and do that. I need the real shit. You attract what you are. You know what I mean? You're not going to look like that and attract a good man. You aren't going to look like that and attract a good woman. It doesn't work that way. You get what you give. It's funny. I was in Florida a couple weeks ago, and I was around some very, very strong, successful, powerful women. And it was me and my friend. These women are married and, everything, but they're friends. And it was just ironic because we were laughing and joking, how older men prefer younger women that look good, that work out, the ass, successful, that kind of thing. And then the women, and this will destroy a man's ego. It can. Trust me. There are men that will have their egos destroyed when the women turn around and said, yeah, we like younger men that are ripped and cut and everything else. The same thing the men like. But they also want them to be successful. Not faking it till you make it successful. Successful. They want the look just like men. You know? That'll damage a lot of men's ego right there. Because there are men that way that like a certain type of look, and then all of a sudden a woman said, well, we like the same thing. Go be you. Go be you. Go after what you like. Not what someone else likes, not what someone else has. Do it at your own pace. And things are good. Things work out. It's what you get what you give. You get what you think. You attract what you are. And if you just get real with yourself and look around life and take stock of what you do, then you'll know. But there are a lot of people already doing it at their own pace. I do. Literally. I'm comfortable waking up at 4. I'm comfortable being at the gym at 5. I'm comfortable, coming back, showering, eating breakfast, and then prepping my day, doing my online stuff for my business, and then, taking calls with clients and coaching and then doing my shows. And then after that, it's basically learning new stuff, learning new technology for what I do, learning new things, within my niche, learning new coaching skills, learning new podcasting skills, learning new equipment. I do it at my own pace. There's no one out there influencing me to do something else. I usually stick around and listen to people who encourage. Just do it at your own pace. Forget about what everyone else thinks. That's probably the most important thing that you really need to do. I hope you're doing well, man. I really, really do. It's just a small thing to help you on your day, to let you know that you're amazing. You carry all the light in the world. You can become anything you want to be, no matter your situation, and that is the truth. Someone said, I was talking to someone, and they said, I come from nothing. We had nothing. We were homeless. I have nothing. And I tell them, Tyler Perry, if there was ever a success story, is Tyler Perry. He had a dream. He wanted to write plays, and he wrote plays. And he had an odd and end job, and he would take all of that money and he would put it into promoting his play and renting a small room just to get people to go. So much so to where the man was in Atlanta sleeping in his car for a couple of years, even in the winter when it was cold. Sometimes he'd raise enough money to where he'd get a hotel room. But he kept grinding and grinding and grinding until someone noticed what he was doing. And they helped him put on a play. And it attracted people. And he kept grinding, and he knew and he believed. And he created a vision board, and he believed in that board. And he looked at his board, and he knew what he had to do to manifest those dreams and those desires. And he aligned himself. But he never wavered. He never looked towards anyone. He looked towards himself, within himself, and he knew that he could do it. He had the faith in himself to do it, and he put in the work. He didn't put in the work and fail and say, shit, this isn't for me. No, that was his dream. That was his desire. It was his destiny, and he knew it. He fell 15 times. He got back up 16. He just kept going. And now he owns the largest production studio in the world. It was faith and belief in himself and trust in himself and trust in the people around him. He is one of the richest men. That is proof. And he's not that only story. Oprah, for all the people that don't like her because they don't like her opinions and her views, she came from nothing in Tennessee. She was abused as a child. Came from it, and it just worked. She wanted to be on TV, and she worked and she worked and she worked. And now she's one of the richest women and one of the most successful media moguls there is. Household name. Bezos. It's just the list is insane. Bezos had nothing. Worked out of his garage. Started selling some books. Now he's the richest man in the world in a very short period of time. You can do anything. No matter what your situation is. You just have to really, really want to do it. And with the technology that we have, you can figure out how to do most things in a day. You know, if you're going to your 9 to 5, research during lunch while you're eating. Do it when you come home instead of putting on the TV. Instead of worrying about going out on a Saturday night, work on it. I'm not saying you cannot have a life. Look, if you need to go out with your friends and stuff, do it. You need to release. You need to see family, do it. But I'm saying the wasted time becomes the productive time. And that is where you find your way out. Just find your way out. I'm going to trash something right now. I told you I'm real. This isn't aimed at any particular company, and this is not aimed at any particular group or business, you know. But I'm going to talk about multi-level marketing. A lot of people see that as an easy way out. Really, 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 really research it before you get into it. Oh, I was part of multi-level marketing. There was one company, I was their top dude. There was another company, I was the 26th person in it. But you really have to understand those things. And the reason I'm saying this is because I remember a couple, because I sat here and I just said that you can do and be anything that you want to do, but don't look for easy way out. Don't go to extremes. Research everything. I just remember being at an event with a company that I was a part of, and I was sitting in the back, me and a friend of mine, my friend Sean. We were sitting in the back, and a couple of rows in front of us, there was this young couple, and because of playing poker and being in life, I can, you know, pretty much read a lot of people. And I could tell by their body language that all of their hopes and dreams were invested in this, and they were going to get out from whatever struggle that they had. And you could tell they were, you know, they weren't well off. And then I was watching them, and they were kind of amped because the speaker on stage was talking about how you could sleep till 9 when in fact none of them slept till 9 in the morning. That you could do this and do that when actually none of them were doing that. They were bullshitting them. Because they could buy the product, but they had to come in high at $1,200 to get everything and then get on the auto ship. And I could see this couple, their shoulders drop. I literally went over to them afterwards and I started talking to them. And they told me that they were in financial distress and everything else. And I looked at them and I said, look, this business is cutthroat. And a lot of it is bullshit. Now, I'm not naming a company, and your company may be fantastic. That's good. So you don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm saying at this particular event, they told me they had nothing, and I told them, look, it's cutthroat. This isn't for you. And they said that it would have been their savings and what they had to put in the company. And I said, look, it doesn't work that way. It's not about getting the two people and then the two people and calling your friends and calling your mothers and calling your fathers and your brothers and your sisters and your cousins and your nephews and everyone else. It's not that easy because most people look at it as it's full of shit. And that's the truth. And I told them this isn't, without discouragement, this is, not a thing really for someone in your situation to do. And I started talking to them about what they would like to do, what's in their hearts, what's in their dreams, what's in their desires. And I talked to them, and we sat down. I took them to dinner, and I told them different things that they could do, different places to research things for what they wanted to do, and how to change up things, and for both of them. And I stayed in touch with them for a little while, and the beauty of all of it is he became successful, and so did she. Their marriage is extremely strong. At that point in time, I've lost contact with them. But you really have to research what you want to jump into. There is no get rich quick. There just isn't any. And I remember this one company that I was also a part of, where I was listening to the event, and it was a special event. And I literally remember that there was an event happening in Vegas. And this gentleman, I've lost all respect for him, and I keep far away from him. And he was telling people, look, you have to be at this event. You have to. And don't say you don't have money, because you can find money. These were his exact words. You can find money. Sell your kid's PlayStation to be here. How bullshit is that? I lost all respect. And for me, that was my final straw, believe it or not. And I've had friends come to me, do this, promote this, promote that. I was like, hell no. Be you. Research everything, man. But you can become anything and everything. That was just a warning shot. Some, like I said, some are fantastic. Some multi-level marketing companies are good. Believe it or not. Some, check it out. Don't get excited by hype. No matter what you're trying to get into, don't get excited by hype. Don't go to any event if it's all hype, because that's the purpose. You have to learn these things. Trial and error. I've been there. You need to. I'm not saying don't go to events. I'm talking about where you're being sold. Just, if you can afford it, go for it. Do your thing. If it's part of your journey, do it. Go for it. No, really, go for it. If it's part of your journey, part of your process, it's the part of your end game, do it. But don't do it because your friends are doing it. Do it because you want to do it. Kind of all over on this one, yeah. Just being real. I'm not here to sugarcoat stuff. I don't sugarcoat. I've been there, man. My goal in life is just to see so many people succeed in everything that they desire, to have all their dreams come true, to, no matter what it is, to have the perfect relationship, the best relationship, the friendship, the cars, the house, whatever it is, your business, your teachings, your coachings, your whatever you desire. I hope that you achieve and that you become the very best at it. And I mean that. That's the difference. I mean it. And if I see a road mine, I could let you walk into it, but I'm going to tell you about it. It's just your choice. Okay, Jack talked about that road, that minefield. I'm going to walk through it anyway, just to see. We all do it. Trust me. I've been told, don't walk that way. You'll blow up. Oh, really? I'm going to walk that way because it's shorter. Boom. I'm here just to inform. But really, do you. If you need to listen to people, listen to the people that inspires your heart. Not influences it, inspires it. That makes you think. If you want to learn more about manifestation, go to YouTube. You'll see it. You'll know. Energy, just different things. Life, it's all there. I call it YouTube University. Always have. There's so many podcasts out there that will help you get to where you need to be. I tell people, look, I have a podcast, yeah, but there's a lot of people that do what I do. I can't control, what you listen to 24/7. My shows range from half an hour to an hour. There. I'm not telling you to listen to the same show all day long. Go back and listen to the old ones. There's hundreds of them. But there's so much for us. Just be authentically you. I guess that's what this is about today. Just be authentically you. Eat what you desire. Train like you desire. Learn like you desire. Because what I do and what I read, you may enjoy doing that if that's what you desire. Just like the information I gave you, you could take it and throw it away. If that's what you desire, do it. But always do what's best for you. Don't do something that you want to do because you're afraid of the opinion of someone else. That's not life. And if you look around what's happening in our world right now, there's a lot of that. To where only someone else's opinion matters and not yours. That because you have a different belief and a different way of thinking, you're wrong. It's not true. That's them. And always remember that. That's them. Wake up every day with gratitude. As soon as you open your eyes, the very first thought you should have is, God, I got to go pay that, or damn, I got to go to the bathroom. Your first thought should be, thank you. Thank you for another day. That all of life's blessings come to me with ease and joy and love. What else is possible for me today? I'm excited to see and feel all the good things that are coming my way today. This is an amazing day, and how does it get any better than this? Wake up with that attitude and keep it. And say it throughout the day. Look for the good in the day. Look for the good in the day. Even if you go through shit at work or shit with a friend or whatever. Look for the good. Find the good. It'll change it real quick. Go to a park. Watch a little kid laugh and smile. That'll help change you a little bit. Find what makes you happy. If you're going through some crap, shut your eyes, take a deep breath, and think of that one thing that you enjoy more than ever, that one place. Visualize that one place, that one person, that one thing that just brings out the best of your heart. Think of that. And everything will wash away. The feeling will wash away. And if it comes back to you again, then you need to walk away from it. Number one. But have a heart of gratitude. Have a mind of gratitude and a mind of positivity. Look, it's chaos. There's shit everywhere. There's people barking everywhere. Smile and wave. Smile and wave. Don't be an asshole. Don't return the favor. Just smile and wave. Know that you're good. Know that you're straight. Know that everything's right. Know that you're straight within yourself. Everything is good within you. You're living your life. You're working on dreams and goals and visions. And things for you are looking amazing. Had a few stumbles, but you're standing up. And everything is good. You've surrounded yourself with good people, with positive people, like-minded people. You see shit in the world, but you're okay. You are okay. It's not unicorns and fairy tales and shit. That's not what I'm talking about. But you are okay because you wake up every day with gratitude in your heart, gratitude in your mind, positivity in your mind, and you're not letting negativity hit your ass. You've taken a leap of faith on yourself, a chance on yourself. You bet on you. You're all in on you. and you're living your life the way that you want to live your life without hurting anyone else, with the intention of being nothing but love and reaching your goals and being a beacon of light to others, not on purpose, but it just happens. Strive for that. That's what you were created for. You weren't created to go through shit. You weren't created to go through all this other stuff. You go through all this other stuff just like I have and do from time to time to learn. Everything we put ourselves into is a learning experience. As I have said, if it's bad, learn to not do it again. Don't touch the stove. It's hot. It's just a different version of it. And yet when we find something good and something enjoyable, we learn that's what we want to do. Let's get more of that. We learn to gravitate towards that. Why do people wake up wanting to bitch? Why do people wake up just vomiting their bullshit on someone else? Why do people troll other people just for the purpose of trolling? Why do people call people names because of what they believe in? If no one is hurting you, why do you want to inflict hurt? Why do you want to inflict pain? How does that bring joy to you? How do people believe that that makes them the bigger person? Only in their head when they look like a complete ass. Find what's good in you. Become the good. There's nothing wrong with that. Why would you want anything less for yourself? Why would you want anything less for the person that's sitting next to you in a restaurant? Why? Do that for yourself. Be what you want to be. Do what you want to do. And the baseline of that is, if you're doing it correctly, you're not hurting anyone. Whatever you do should not hurt someone else. Know that. Place that as your foundation after being grateful. Gratitude should always be your foundation. And then your next level, just show kindness, man. But be you. Serve yourself. Love yourself how you love someone else. Treat yourself how you want to treat someone else. Show and be the love that you want to receive. All these things conspire for the good for you and of you. We're all works in progress. Even, me. I'm not perfect. I'm very, very far from it. I'm a perfectly created, imperfect individual. But I strive to learn every single day. And all things come to me with ease, love, joy, and glory. How does it get any better than that? I want the same for each and every one of you on the daily. Again, I keep everything real. Why would you want me to bullshit you? I'm here for your entertainment, absolutely, but I'm here to spread some love and some knowledge for you, to uplift you. And I appreciate you listening. Pass me on to your friends. You need help? Go to my website, jackmcadoo.com, MCADOO. You could even do MACADO. I mean, it'll take you to my website. Go there. Leave me a message. And I will get back to you. If you need help, if you need someone to guide you, I'm not going to hold your hand, but I will guide you. We'll talk. We'll figure it out together. I'm not here to influence your ass. I'm here to encourage you. Let's find it. Let's find what caused that trauma. Let's find a way. Let's find the reason why you gamble. Let's find the reason why you argue all the time and you're hateful. Or let's find the reason why you just can't be happy. We can do this. You can do this. I'm here for that. But anyway, that was on my mind today. Again, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I never do. I'm just me. Wanting a better you. Always wanting a better you. I've been there, done that. I don't do this because it's cool and it does this and it brings some cash in. And, it's not why I do it. I do it because I've been there, lived it, and there's ways out of it. You guys have a fantastic week, and I'll be on a new platform, NEDL, Needle, NEDL.com/Jack McAdoo. It's a new concept. It's absolutely amazing. I'll be doing a lot of stuff there. It's free. You don't have to download anything. Just go there. You can hear my shows there as well. Live shows. You can even call in. It's fun. It's good stuff. You guys have an absolutely fantastic day. Show some gratitude today. Love on someone today. Hug yourself today. Look in the mirror and tell yourself you're the shit. The good shit. And that I love you. Tell yourself. Look in the mirror. Can you do that? Can you look in the mirror and tell yourself, look at yourself and say, I love you? If you can't, there's some things you need to fix. Get in touch with me, jackmcadoo.com. You guys be safe, be blessed, and you guys take care. Peace, everybody, and aloha.